Hello everybody, I am Liz. This is French Toast and Books. Welcome to my channel and my video. Today I want to do a Black creator shout out. As it is Black History Month, we really need to follow and promote Black creators. So I picked 15 of my favorite, longest followed creators that I have. This is on multiple different platforms, not just YouTube, but I'll link everybody in the description down below. You can go and check out all the pages that I find on them. They'll all be linked. First up, we have our YouTube creators, and this one is going to be the bulk of my shout outs, as one, this is a YouTube channel, and two, usually if I follow them on other platforms, I also follow them on YouTube. So let's get started. First up is Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe. I actually started following Olivia on Instagram first. Her bookstagram and inspiration and to-do lists just made me so happy, and then I started watching her YouTube videos, and I just love the way she talks and like how eloquent she is when she talks about books, and just her videos are great. Like, she definitely, you can tell she puts a lot of thought and consideration when she makes her videos, and even if she gets all rambly, like, it still sounds thought out, and I absolutely love it. Next up, we have Jessie from Bow Ties and Books. This one is another channel that I started following Instagram first. Their pictures are fantastic. I love their content. I particularly followed them throughout the whole BLM movement last summer, and that really made me gravitate to their YouTube channel. I love their book recommendations and just the vibe of their channel, and how they really try so hard to not just diversify booktube, but also really read and promote what they love. And I've gotten so many book recommendations from them, it's like not even funny. Next up, we have one of my all-time faves, Francina Simone. Not only is she an author, but also her booktube content just makes me smile or clap or elicit some like extreme response. Her discussions are fantastic, really makes me think, and she's really not afraid to dive into some topics. One of my favorite first time videos watching on her was when she talked about the sex in YA controversy 3-4 years ago, and it's particularly with the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas, and I prompted to do a response video, and it made me interview fellow readers and family members and get their input on how much sex should be explicit or fade to black in YA, specifically for teen books and teen audiences specifically, and just everything after that. Just, I love her. She's amazing, and if you don't follow Francina, you should. Next is Ashley from Bookish Realm. She's another channel I followed for quite a long time. I love her content. Her discussions are so amazing. It really makes me think, brings me to things that I honestly struggle with and I can't conceptualize or empathize with, but I really try. And I love some of her vlogs, especially when she has her daughter in those vlogs, because she's so cute. They're just so adorable together, and like I said, I love what she brings to BookTube, her discussions, her thought processes, her book recommendations, just everything. She is fantastic. I will mention Christina Marie. She does not and hasn't posted any YouTube content in about 7-8 months, but I really loved her videos and they're still up for you to watch them if you want. I know she's very vocal and up on Twitter, so I follow her on Twitter and interact with her there. So I'm sad to see that she doesn't make videos, but I also understand it. I took a huge break, obviously, myself, and I'd love to see her come back on BookTube, but if she doesn't, it's okay. I understand. Just watch her videos and interact with her on Twitter because she's fantastic. Now we will get to my Instagram, purely Instagram follows. We have, these are mostly, they're influential, they're very like either poetic or singers or authors that I love to follow. Most of these I followed during a lot of the summer BLM stuff, and just I love their content so much. First up we have Amy Ray Leon. I love her singing, her activism, her voice, and her art is so beautiful. I tear up. I definitely feel the emotion in them, and they're beautiful. Like, even though I may not understand particularly racism, I do feel the emotion and the struggles, and I definitely feel more connected to it based upon her verse, her lyrics, and her music, and it's gorgeous and stunning. Next we have Sonya Renee Taylor. She is fantastic. Her discussion videos according to race, body positivity make me so happy. She's huge into activism as well, and she does have a book specifically on body positivity, and it talks a lot about the stigmatization of not just race but also being overweight in a society where they judge you based upon your body size, and that you really need to focus more on yourself and loving yourself than all of that other stuff. And it's beautiful. Like, I love her. She makes me think so much about stuff that I don't typically think about, or I think about differently, and it's just fantastic. Next we have Alex L. or Ella, I'm not sure, but she does poetry. She has several books out in verse and in poetry. They're very inspirational, lovely, and just her channel on Instagram just brings so much smile and joy to just my existence because of how not just thought-provoking but positive it is. It's really working on bringing your mental health into a happy, pleasant, or like better plane, and it's very inspirational and I love it. Also, her family is adorable and I love all of that content. And lastly we have Emmanuel Acho. He just published a book. He was also very big with activism, particularly in the BLM movement last summer. He really wanted to make discussing race and racism more accessible. So he has some really great videos and everything. He's been in several news, like broadcasts and everything, especially promoting his new book. And he's just really eloquent. The next three I have are cosplayers I follow, and these are just my favorite three cosplayers. I have so many cosplayers I follow on particularly Instagram, but they also have YouTube channels or Twitch streams and Discord and all that other stuff, but I primarily follow them on Instagram. We have Jasmine. Her handle is Cutie Pie Sensei, and she's adorable. She makes her costumes just inspire me so much. And whenever we get a snippet of her daily life, her marriage. She obviously loves her husband very, very much, and they are so cute together. She's gorgeous and an inspiration. Then we have Cree Michelle. Her handle's Brown Sugar Outlaw, and she is fire. I so enjoy not just her costumes, but her content, her discussions following especially like racism in the cosplay community, and just her content overall. Her YouTube channel focuses a lot on comics and like Marvel and everything like that. She discusses like actual productions, like the comics and the videos and the TV multiverse and everything. So she has a lot of good discussion-y type videos, and she's just awesome. She really just brings joy when I look at her content. And then we have Mari, also on Instagram. I also love her. Like, there's so many fantastic cosplayers, and these three are just breathtaking, and I am so jealous. I want to be able to get to their level. I'm not at their level, but I want to be. Now, the last two creators I have are specifically from TikTok, and I love them so much. Their content is fire, and every time I see them upload anything, I immediately click it and binge and watch all of it. So first we have Mr. Jahkori. He is, oh, such fire. He's very political. He does music. He does his own original lyrics, and they are so awesome. Like, not only do they make you think and they're very serious, but some of them are funny and just make you laugh. He also roasts people who try to be all racist on his channel. I love it. I'd say one of my most favorite skits on him was the anti-Columbus Day songs, but even his coverage of the insurrection terrorism of the Capitol on January 6th was great. Just like I said, all of his content, just, they're great. It's great, and I'm here for it all. And then last, but certainly not least, is BMO the Prince on TikTok. Oh my gosh, he makes me laugh so much. Yeah, some of his content's problematic because it's a lot about alcohol and alcohol consumption, but I think it's hilarious. So that's for me, because he's the one that talks a lot about the difference between millennials and Gen X and Gen Z and even boomers, like all of that. He also pokes a lot of fun at 2020 and now at 2021. And like I said, his skits are super, like, especially with the millennials, a lot about alcoholic and drinking. So if that's not for you, I understand that. I personally think it's hilarious. So I love all of his content. And there you have it. There you have 15 Black creators I am shouting out. Go check them out if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments down below if you have some really great Black creators that I should follow, you think I should follow. Let me know, because I really want to support more Black creators this Black History Month. So please leave me some shout outs down below in the comments. Point me to other Black creators. I would love to hear and watch their content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, remember that I love you. Bye!